Alright, so based on the title of the video, you know what it's about. It's about life coaches and how much they suck. And no one talks about life coaches. I don't know why no one talks about life coaches. They don't do anything. They just sit around, tell you how to live their life because they don't know how to live their own life. And they deserve to get shit. People forget about life coaches and how much they suck. So my hatred of life coaches started about 2 years ago. I was working at a grocery store as a cashier. And dude just came in line. It was a regular old dude. I thought everything was going normal. Looks at my name tag though, and he says, "Hey Andy," because my name's Andy, obviously. And he said, "All right, Andy, got a trick for you. You ready?" And I was like, "Okay, what is this dude, a magician?" And then he said, "All right, Andy, bet your name's Andrew." And I was like, "Oh, goddammit, bro, how'd you do that?" Sacker next to me also did the same thing. He was blown away. We were both just in awe. How did he know that Andy was short for Andrew? No one in the history of the world knew that except for that guy. You have to be a life coach to know that. That's a thing life coaches are very aware of. They know that Nick is Nicholas. They know that Dick is penis. So simple ones like that. I'm not a life coach, so I'm not as good as it as they are. So you'll have to ask them what nicknames are short for. But seriously, the guy came in my line. After he said that, he hands me his business card that says life coach on it. Like, why would anyone hire you if you think that's impressive? How are you 50-something years old and you still have that job after you've said, "Hey Andy, I bet your name's Andrew"? Everyone in the history of the world that's over 4 years old knows that. Honestly, it tilted me that the sacker next to me was actually freaking out. I was joking about me and him freaking out, but he actually did freak out. He was actually impressed, and that was very sad to see. I didn't tell him he's stupid, but I definitely lost all my respect for that guy after that. Life coaches are the kind of people in high school that you knew. They didn't know what they were doing in life. They had weed in school. They showed it to you thinking they were cool. And around age 18 or so, they realized what the word entrepreneur meant. And first, they didn't know what it meant, and they thought it was a big word, so they thought other people didn't know what it meant, so they put it on their bio on Facebook, thinking it'd be impressive that they're an entrepreneur. I don't think they knew that you have to invent something first to be an entrepreneur. Like, you can't be 18 and thinking of ideas of how to make donuts differently. Mark Cuban can say he's an entrepreneur because he's actually invented something and is a billionaire. John, in my Spanish class when I was 18, he cannot say he's an entrepreneur, but he does, because he would be a life coach. That's why. I don't know why life coaches give off the impression that they would answer an underage sex Craigslist ad, but they're smart enough not to, which isn't a high bar at all. But I feel like they're definitely looking at Craigslist for those things, but they know it's probably a cop, and they're just smart enough to know, hey, maybe don't answer this. And that's not a good measure of intelligence. Life coaches are like the Alex Jones and Tommy Lahrens of the world that aren't as respectable because they kind of just take advantage of poor people rather than just dumb people. They take advantage of poor and dumb people. Alex Jones and Tommy Lahren can be respected, for sure. They just shout nonsense and then take advantage of stupid people liking what they have to say loudly. Life coaches, they just take advantage of stupid and poor people. They need someone like that to help them out in their life. They need someone to tell them how to live because they don't know how, because they're so dumb and so poor. I feel like Rice Gum and Jake Paul would have totally been life coaches if they hadn't been too busy taking advantage of 12-year-old idiots rather than adult idiots. They're both super dumb and super annoying, and they just don't know what to do with their own life, so they just shout nonsense at a camera and overreact to everything. They're not smart or good in any way. Also, iDubbbz is a god and destroyed Rice Gum's career. That's irrelevant to this video, but that's what I've been thinking about recently. That was a good content cop. 100% of the time, a life coach is going to believe in astrology, and I don't have anything to back that up, but I know that's a fact. They totally correlate. Don't ask me how. They definitely do. People with friends don't hire life coaches. That's just how it goes. If you have any friends, you just go to them to help you out with your life. Anyone who does hire a life coach definitely doesn't have a friend to do that with. I feel like a life coach is going to watch this and say, "Oh, dude, you have a blue room. What are you, gay?" Maybe. Whoops. Treated, bitch. So yeah, I think that concludes my life coach video. It's my first video. It sucks ass. But thank you for watching, the two of you that do.